First of all, congratulations on this project. I watched it last night. Very good watch. Why was this project something you wanted to help create?
Yeah, man. Hey, Jesus, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. So, the I was asked to do a thriller action movie by a couple of producers, and because I've done a lot of thrillers and I've done some action films, and they were like, "Let's do this thriller action piece." And so I kind of went on a hunt for scripts. They allowed me. They're like, "Just bring us some scripts that you want to do." And so I called Eric Bromberg from he and I did the second together with Ryan Phillippe, and Eric brought me this script and said, "Here's one that I think's good." And sure enough, I mean, I thought it was great too, and it's got some nice twists and turns, and the setting I thought was beautiful. You could really open up the camera and yeah, and so I think it check marked all the boxes, and for the budget we had and the time we had, it seemed like something that was very doable and would would uh would achieve the goals I was looking to achieve. So,
Your cast is incredible in this. They do such a good job in portraying these characters, and they're very believable in this. How was like the casting process like, and how happy were you with the cast you got?
it's casting's always fun. It's an up and down road because one person will be super excited about it, and the next person's like, nah, man. So it's casting's tough. Whereas in this film, it wasn't too hard. I mean, it was great. And fortunately, a lot of these guys I've worked with before, and they were just like, yeah, I'm in. It's Skiba. I know it's gonna have a certain quality level that they don't always get, and so yeah, we it's like I called on my boys, and girls, and brought them all in, and we had a great team, and they were just they really gave me great performances, and I was very happy with that. So um,
The majority of this is shot outside, which is pretty difficult to control. How did you prepare for mostly exterior shots?
a lot of bug spray, some hiking boots, I mean, it was fortunately we filmed it this time last year. It was exactly a year ago. And we filmed it, hold on once again, close that. And we filmed it this time one last year, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was just gorgeous out, and there wasn't a lot of issues. Like I just filmed in Kentucky, and we were getting blown out by tornadoes and thunder and lightning, and it was like so, and that whereas here, where you're thinking you're in the elements, it's going to be tough. And I think the toughest thing is that we couldn't park the trucks close, and so if you left something at the truck, you're going to go hike for 30 minutes. That was about the toughest thing. It's great.
There's so much going on in the story. It's not just a lot of action. There's also a lot of background that's happening at the same time. How do you balance that, how the pacing goes with that? Because you seem to put in a little bit of the background story as this character is going through some intense moments, in the beginning.
It's pacing can be difficult as a filmmaker because I think you get so close to a project that you start to lose touch with pacing, and that's where it comes in having like some significant people in your group that you trust to be like, hey man, the pacing's not working here, it's working here, it's working there. Fortunately, this film I was working with the guys at Grindstone and Andrew and Barry, and they were very significant in helping me find the right pace. It's like I was pretty close, but there was a few times they were like, "Hey, it'd be better paced if you did this or that," and so. Pacing's paramount, especially to a thriller, and finding the right spots to cut away to slow down the roller coaster, so to say. And that's always paramount in storytelling is you don't always want it to be boom. You got to have that moment of just a little bit of the hill climb and then boom, and so finding those hill climbs within the edit is key, and I believe it comes with having people around you that can watch the film that you trust. So.
Definitely. And back to that pace. It's quite unique in this film, and I'm not sure I've seen this in other thrillers before, but it does capture your attention a lot, especially in those little climbs you get. What was the inspiration behind it? Was there some films that you watched in order to kind of not, copy, but get inspired by?
I mean, I'm a huge Paul Verhoeven fan, and he's like one of the kings of thrillers, Basic Instinct and things like that. And so, I kind of, and really just kind of those action thrillers from the 90s were a big influence on me. That's when I grew up. That's when I watched, that was my development days. And so so I kind of called back and homaged kind of those films in this thing, and and I kind of told the story that way. And flashbacks aren't always my favorite storytelling device, but in this one it worked.
Definitely did. And your main star, he did a fantastic job. What kind of discussions did you have with him in order to create this inner turmoil with him?
It was Jack's a very complicated character. I mean, I think it starts off he starts off very guarded, and you don't know a lot about him, and I think that's what helps kind of the pacing and the thriller aspects is Clive plays this great character where he's got lots of mystery. He's got lots of mystery. It's like he's acting in ways where it's like this guy, there's something up with this guy. And I think that's what Clive and I spoke about was like we wanted to develop the mystery, and that way it helped the thriller. We wanted people to know, question, okay, what's his motivations? Why did he steal that bag of money? Why did he do this? Why, and then in the end, I hope that his story of revenge and redemption, really strikes people as profound. So
Definitely. Well, thank you very much for your time. This is a very good watch, and congratulations.
hey, I appreciate having me on. Thank you.